Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
That was my safety. McLeod.
Second down, Collins. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
You talking about the formation subs?
From the gun, Flacco. Flushed out right.
Let's go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Zell getting down, man.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Come on, cut this light off, please.
PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And again, it's Collins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's the Boise State alone. Jay Ajayi takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, Ram. Let's go. Great. Run.
They run again with a drive. He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Lion.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Blitz coming. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the Ravens taking the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, go get that.
Leopard!
Now Jackson back into his end zone, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. He can run for it, and he will. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16.
Give me that. Give me that. Thank you.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. take care of the football. That's job one, paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's a Johnny. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Run, run. Go, go. Flat. Ram, ram. Lion, lion.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
On the line.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go. Lion, lion, lion. Run, run.
On play action, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be
foot down, man.
Out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, don't they? Recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Leopard! Hey!
They go again with Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Leopard! Leopard!
give to Collins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First, they go right back to Collins. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Collins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On second down, Jackson.
Go for the ball!
For a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Back onto the field comes Philly's offense. You know, Charles, the Eagles, they've kind of gone from having one of the most enviable quarterback positions in the league to a couple question marks here, because you got Carson Wentz still recovering from the knee injury. Nick Foles with a shoulder injury now.
And the thing that they've got going for them, even though it's a little bit unsettled right now, is that it's not as bad as maybe it appears. Carson Wentz has now been cleared for 11-on-11 work. They're hoping contact will come sooner rather than later. The injury to Nick Foles, believed to be serious at first, not so serious now. They think that he'll be ready for the opener. And Nate Sudfeld, their number 3 quarterback, after 2 weeks of the NFL preseason schedule, leads the league in passing. So maybe it's not quite as bad as maybe people thought.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a toss play. It's a giant. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is a giant. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Spins by, and now running right through it. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with Collins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A 1st down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ram.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Great. 57.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On the ball. Down, man, 5-4. Great.
They run with Ajayi. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's go. Two jet.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Room here to run. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
What? Bro, my safety was over there, man. Then I just swatted it. You beat McLeod.
2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bro, that was a quarterback fault, man.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll begin the drive with a jive.
Just cut.
He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another
I'm finna play Fat Boy next. Then I play.
1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity
You tell him that.
usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, no, my video messing up?
Come on now. Let's go. Get over there. Great.
Now it's a jive. Pretty move.
No! Wow!
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
You crazy, dude.
8 yards
Shut up, man. Shut up, bro. You always making some
down to the
excuses.
35.
Damn.
Looks like they're establishing.
Yeah, you always make some damn excuses when somebody doing something.
Running game on the last 4 plays.
No, I ain't setting up shit.
4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Eagles on 3rd down.
I'm trying to do a regular
They've only
cut in.
converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd
All
and
right, okay.
5.
Bro, I tried to just cut in.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he will push forward and pick up the first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Huh? 65 being guaranteed. Golly.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that
The old
for granted, no
franchise.
matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own
I'm
home
telling you.
facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That's quarterback now. No, I think he might just got the 65 million for if that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner,
I think his contract, his guarantee money long bigger than a lot of the receivers' contracts.
You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore.